I am here to tell you that I have found the hidden treasure. In the parable according to St. Matthew, chapter 13, verses 44, we see that a man sold his all to buy that field which had the treasure. I found my treasure during Commancy programs after my board exams of SSC, and then on I was led on the different path of life, a road less travelled. I, Sister Sangeeta Almeida from Maharashtra State, Palghar District, Vasai Taluka, was born for Holy Cross congregation as my birth year and sister's arrival in my parish, Our Lady of Mercy at Mercies, marks the same. I am raised up in a devout family wherein evening rosary and going to the church were encouraged. As a little girl, I never thought of becoming a sister. My occasion is a fruit of my mother's prayers. She used to pray to God for her little ones, so that among the 4 flowers, one may be taken for God's service. She never revealed about this hidden desire of hers, but after my profession, she confessed it. Then I realized that my vocation is nothing of my own credit, but the fruit of my mother's prayers. In spite of not knowing the local language well, my mother was an active member in the parish activities. She learned Marathi and used to lead the rosary in the church before Mass. She not only inspired us, the children, but helped us to imbibe the gospel values in our lives. Life was wonderful for me, as everything was given and taken care by my parents. After receiving First Holy Communion, I joined Legion of Mary, and it kept me active in the parish. This is where I learned a lot about myself, about religion, and about society, as fathers Vincent and Alex Gonsalves and sisters Cecilia and Elizabeth Fonseca used to guide us. At home, I was given the responsibility of leading the rosary under the guidance of my grandmother. In 9th standard, I was elected as a member of a charismatic prayer group where I was part of choir. Day by day, God was capturing me and transforming me from my world of vanities. God kept me so close to Him, but I still had not felt His call within me. And at home, no one thought that I could be a sister because I was very mischievous. But at the same time, I was also kind-hearted, compassionate and loving. But God has His own plans. My birth was a mystery, as after the birth of my elder brother Sanjay, the family longed for second child for more than 3 years. After much prayers and fasting, I was born, but with the sign that I am to walk on a different path, for I was born with dislocation of the knee bones. Doctors had decided to operate me, but grandmother and the nurse auntie said no to the wisdom of the world, and trusting the Almighty, they just kept me massaging and tying me in swaddling clothes for months. Miracle had to take place, for God didn't want me to be helpless, for I was to become helpful to many in the future. At home, we had freedom. Family was knit very closely as we had no relatives. After class 10, I attended many Kamansi programs where I felt the call within me, but I was scared. I asked Sister Limba, who was then in my parish at that time, whether I can stay with sisters in the convent and learn about religious life. She happily agreed but advised me not to stay in Mercies, which is my home parish, but to go to Bhinder convent, where I stayed for 1 week, prayed, discerned and decided to join in 1994. At home, everyone was shocked and my family didn't support me because I was very young. But I was adamant and asked for a chance to go and find out what God has planned for me. It was more of a difficult time for me as well as the family. Everyone was worried, but I was not worried because I had always experienced God leading me on the safe and secure paths. He kept me as the apple of His eyes, and the glimpses of these I have experienced through my parents' love, especially my daddy and my elder brother who cared for me so much. God intervened and Sister Limba managed to convince my parents and got permission to go to Bangalore. Then on, I never looked back. Completed my candidacy of 1 year there, had my class 12 in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, where I learned Tamil language. Then pre-postlency, postlency and novitiate were in Hazaribagh, Bihar. And finally, my dream came true. In the year 2000, I became a religious sister, a gift of new millennium to the church and in particular to the Holy Cross congregation. Thereafter, I completed my further studies and taught in different Holy Cross schools of various states. I would say that it has been a journey of adventures as I had been working in different states, learning various languages and cultures. It has been a journey of enlightenment as many opportunities are given to me to experience God's love through prayers, retreat and concrete life situations. It has been a journey of fulfillment, for I experience happiness and inner peace within me. It has been a holistic growth for me, making me a mature person in the vineyard of the Lord. And my life journey is full of surprises, sacrifices and blessings. I have experienced a lot of blessings in my life and through me to other people as well. I am happy and satisfied and have lots of rich experiences of life. I would say that my life is fruitful. Many miracles have taken place. By the grace of God, the impossible things became possible. It is like the boy in the gospel who shared willingly 2 fish and 5 loaves, which Jesus multiplied and fed 5,000 men along women and children. So, it is with me. Through my religious life, I am making the difference in the lives of people. Jesus uses me as His instrument to reach out to all, irrespective of caste, creed, color, languages, age, and their economic status. Like St. Paul, I would say that I have become child with children, young with youth, old with old people, rich with the rich, and the poor with poor. Religious life has quenched my thirst of life, and therefore I say that the Lord is my shepherd, and there is nothing I shall want. I believe that I surrendered my one fold to God, and He blessed me with 100 folds. Human life, as we know, has its ups and downs, and so the religious life too has its both sides. Most of us think that religious life is a bed full of roses. It's not so, because religious life is full of adventures, challenges, and sacrifices. It had been a tough decision at the age of 16 to leave my beloved family, parents, brothers, and sister. It meant a lot to leave my security, the comfort and known lifestyle, and move towards the unknown, insecure, and different lifestyle. It was not that easy, but it was not that difficult also, since God called and attracted me towards Him, and Jesus made everything possible. Looking behind, I wonder how the years have passed by. At the end, I would like to say, grandparents, please pray for the youth that they may come forward to work in the vineyard of God. Dear parents, sow the seeds of vocation to religious life in your children and encourage them. And my dear youth, please pray to God and find out the divine plan of Him for you. At last, I say that Christ has no body now but yours, no hands, no feet on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes through which He moves compassion in the world. Yours are the feet with which He walks to do good. Yours are the hands with which He blesses the world. Today, you are His body. Dear friends, everyone lives for oneself, so dare to be different and live for others. After all, lives lived for others are more satisfying.